Stop making a scene. I've given in, and what else do you want? On the other end of the phone, Bob's voice already sounded a little impatient. Every time after flirting with Lucy, he used to disappear as soon as I got angry, leaving me alone to feel overwhelmed. After a few days, he would come to find me as if nothing had happened. I always deceived myself and forgave him. When I calmed down and thought about it now, it seemed to be so ridiculous. The house contract will expire next week. I won't be staying there any longer. You can take your stuff away. Are you crazy? Where do I live then? Whatever, it has nothing to do with me. I then hung up the phone. In case Bob would call me again, I blocked his new number. Soon, he sent a message. You usually get off work at 6 o'clock, and I'll wait for you downstairs of your company. Don't overthink it. Lucy is just my friend. Although I came off work at 6 o'clock, I waited downstairs in the company until 10 o'clock. It was just because I wanted to settle accounts with Bob after this breakup. I indeed wasted my youth, but I couldn't waste my money. I waited until 10 o'clock but didn't see Bob, so I took a taxi home. At this time, Lisa, my best friend, sent me a screenshot. Scarlett, look at the bitch. She's addicted to seducing men. She's so cheap. I clicked on her screenshot. It was the photo that Lucy posted an hour ago. In the picture, Bob was cooking with his head down. She captioned, "The man who cooks is so handsome, and he is really manly." I replied slowly, "Very good. I hope they can be together forever." Lisa suddenly changed the subject and sent messages. Scarlett, let me tell you some shocking news. My new colleague is Lucy's college roommate. She gossiped to me today, saying that Lucy's infertility was not caused by her physical condition, but because she experienced many miscarriages. That rich second generation broke up with her because he disgusted her. Can you guess how many times she cheated on Bob when he was dating her? I smirked and replied, Bob has a girlfriend but is still in contact with his ex. He deserves to be deceived. TSK. You're right. The two are a perfect match. Scarlett, since you can realize it before getting married, it means you're blessed. The takeaway had just been delivered when the door rang. It was Bob who brought Lucy back. I had no idea how many times he had done this. I would have gone crazy and made a fuss before, but now I just believed they were a perfect match. Bob watched me eating takeout food, with a trace of guilt on his face. Lucy had a stomachache today, so I made soup for her. You know, she is not as healthy as you. Well, I told you, you misunderstood us. Bob was about to explain, but Lucy bit her lip and made things worse. Scarlett is so lucky. Bob, you've been cooking for her for the past 5 years. But even if you're so nice to her, she still feels dissatisfied. I glanced at Lucy out of the corner of my eye. Her expression was innocent and envious, but her eyes were full of arrogance. Sure enough, Bob's expression changed instantly. Enough. Stop making a fuss. I sneered and looked at Bob coldly. Lucy complained Bob was nice to me, but in reality, Bob only cooked for me once a month at most. Today, he cooked it just because he felt guilty towards me after his affair with Lucy. Besides, I was responsible for most of our expenses in the past few years. I understood that it was not easy for him to make money, but he saved money to buy a diamond ring for Lucy. With that in mind, I took out a bill from my bag and handed it to Bob. You'd better transfer the money to me within a week at the latest. Bob looked at the bill, his eyes panicked, and he said anxiously. I said, you misunderstand Lucy and me. Well, no need to explain. I believe you, and everyone believes it. Why? Scarlett, why are you being unreasonable again? I picked up the takeaway silently, walked into the room, and locked the door. Bob cursed nonstop outside the door. Meanwhile, Lucy's words made me feel more and more disgusting. Scarlett's temper really gets worse and worse. Bob, I feel so sorry for you. Forget it. She doesn't dare to leave me. Lucy's voice was full of pride. Bob, let's go to KTV. You can sing a song for me. Okay. After the deafening sound of a door closed, I had peace of mind again.